Guys, what's up? Okay, so we're gonna do a review on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. And just a little bit of a disclaimer before I start this video. I know my two eye looks are totally different and totally crooked. It's because I did one first and I thought it looked okay, but I wanted to try a little bit of a different technique with the second one. And it turned out even worse than the first one. That's why I got super frustrated and ended up just doing this. But yeah, I just want to let you know, I know it's super crooked. I know. Okay, let's get back into the video. Which is what I'm wearing on my eyes. I tried to do this as a tutorial. I wasn't actually going to do a review. I was just going to do a tutorial and like a first impression because this is my first time using the palette. But it was kind of a fail. The tutorial did not turn out good and the makeup did not turn out good, so I'm really not happy with the way that this looks on my face right now. I wanted to just give a quick review or an honest review about what I think about the palette. Obviously, don't want this to be like a bashing video. I don't really do those at all. Because I do like Anastasia Beverly Hills, but this palette for me just absolutely did not work. It did not really blend well for me and there was a lot of fallout. But do not get me wrong, these shades are super, super pigmented. Let me just kind of show you. So this is just my dry finger. Nothing on it, obviously, and my hands are kind of dirty though. But if you go into the shade right here, which is Axis, I'm literally just going to tap my finger, and it's pigmented, you guys. Like, that's pigmented. I'll try another one. So I'm gonna take the shade New Wave, which is another one I used on my eye look, and just once again, nothing on my finger, just a little, and yes, So yeah, as you can see, the shades are super pigmented, rowdy. It looks almost like it could be like a gel liner even, like it's super pigmented and dark. So let me just kind of swatch those there for you. So I've seen fantastic swatches of these. And look, even after swatching them, I have so much product still on my fingers. When I had first swatched them, I was so excited to try this palette out. Plus, I love the type of shades that are in here. Not even just for fall, I think they work really good even now, this time of year as well. But yeah, I did have a problem blending them and the way they deposited on your eye. I noticed quite a bit that when you put your brush in here and you place it on your eye, it'll leave the most product right where you first place your brush. I'll probably insert some clips. Okay, so in this first example, it's not anything too serious, but you can see the darkness above my crease from that yellow, like the darkest spot right there that just wouldn't blend out. I tried blending a little bit harder, but yeah, it just was kind of sticking there. So then I tried to blend out the shade Axis with the shade New Wave, just because I thought the green and the yellow tones would go well together. But it did end up looking very muddy. So as you can see here, I was just trying to blend it out, but they were just not blending whatsoever. And I know it had been said that it had to do with user error, which of course could be the case. So I just want to show you guys, I use very similar shades in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I want to use the Subculture palette for a look like this and see if it works better. I had a little bit of a problem with the shimmer shade, which is Electric. So that is going to be this one right here. I use that on my eye as well. But for me, although it does show up on your finger, it doesn't really show up on your face or on your eye. So I just started off trying to pack that on with just a flat brush. Some of that shimmer did show up, but I had to go in a second time with my finger to get a little bit more color payoff. I think the green liner did help make it pop a little bit more. So if you put that on, it's kind of hard to see there. So it has like a little bit of reflect in it, and the same goes for the shade Cube, which I did not use in this look that I did, but I'll kind of show you here. I'll just take some of that on my finger. And once again, you can kind of see the reflect on your finger, but not enough to where it's going to show up. So when you look right here, there's no pigment there. It's not really opaque. There's not really anything on your hand. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. This shade Adorn, I went like this. I took my finger and I just swiveled it back and forth like I did with this or with this. You know, I just kind of mixed it back and forth. When I mix my finger back and forth in the shade Adorn, it is like a more shimmery metallic shade. So when I put my finger back and forth, it does get chunky. You are gonna get good pigment off of it. You can see right here, it's almost like a buttery loose pigment. Just right there, you can see it's very pigmented, but you are going to get a lot of fallout at least when I apply it with my finger, which I usually do apply a lot of my shimmer shades with my finger because it can be easier than packing it on with a brush. So the aesthetic of the palette is gorgeous. I definitely like the shades that are in here, and even after seeing swatches, you'll fall in love with it even more. But as far as the actual use of the palette, it didn't really sit well with me. I didn't enjoy it very much. And like I said, I do like Anastasia Beverly Hills products, but I definitely want to give you guys my honest review because you had asked me when I showed that I got this in the mail. You guys had asked me what I thought about it and if I had used it yet. So I wanted to give my honest opinion there. I do believe that like New Wave and Edge, like the more yellow shades, and even Roxy, I do believe that they will look nice if you buff them out. But you can't do very intricate looks like a cut crease or anything that you need to like really get in there because they can get pretty muddy. They do look very, very muddy on the skin to me. They look pretty muddy. So that's kind of something to keep in mind. But if you just like wanted a shade to like buff out all over the lid, I think that they would work very well. So this is Roxy. As you can see, it kind of looks like a little bit of a pastel orange. But like I said, once again, when you put it on, it is a little bit darker, but very pretty. So you can see, although it does have some fallout, if you blend these shades out and just use that on your lid, so you can see it's kind of the darkest right here where I first applied it, I think that it could work well for that purpose. But like what I did today, I did not like it. It did not work well for me at all. So that's kind of my review there. It's not the only thing that I don't like about this look. My eyeliner is very much cracking, which I don't like either. But that has nothing to do with this palette. I'm just saying I just am not really happy with my makeup today. But yeah, so that's my honest review, you guys. I know this was pretty quick and like different than what I normally do. But I figured since I already did a full look with it, I'm not going to waste my time by not doing a review. So do I think that you need it? I'm going to say no. Of course, you can be the judge, swatch them in the store if they end up coming in stores. Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't really followed up with that. But I got mine on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. I'm not sure if I'm going to return it. I might see if my sister wants it because I know she really likes the Anastasia palettes. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get very much use out of this, although the shades are very pretty. Yeah, you guys, that is it for this video. If you have any other questions about the palette or anything else, feel free to comment down below and just let me know or give your review. If this worked for you, absolutely let me know because it could be like defective. You never know. Anyways, you guys, that is it for this video and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.